What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video, and today we're doing something a little different. Me and Icy are going to do our very first podcast, so let's jump right into it. Icy, take it away.
Okay, so today we are going to be talking about college football week 8, recapping it, and talking about what's going to happen next week as well.
Yep.
So let's just get started.
So first
game that I think was very crazy was the Miami and Louisville game. This game was just all out insane.
I didn't watch this game, but Icy did, so he's going to give you a full recap on this game.
It was pretty much back and forth the whole game, and then Carson Beck didn't throw one, not two, not three, but 4 interceptions, including a game-losing interception. There's some big takeaways from this game. Carson Beck, Miami, they just didn't. They didn't perform the way that they should have, if I can put it into those words, and they just it wasn't the greatest game. Louisville played lights out this game.
Yeah.
And Louisville looks like they have some big potential.
Okay, so I know a lot of people are going to blame Carson Beck for this, but you think about it, I know Carson Beck threw 4 interceptions, but did the defense play well? You know what I mean? It's not a one-person game. Football is not a one-person game, you know what I mean? Maybe Carson Beck did throw that losing interception, but also did the defense play up to their standards? You know what I mean?
Yes. So
let's look right here.
Beck.
Let's look right here. So I got the game stats right here. First downs. Miami only had 15. Guess how many Louisville had?
How many?
21. Okay. Let's go down the list. Total yards. Louisville had more. Passing yards. Miami had more. Rushing yards. Louisville had more. Penalties. This is a big play. Penalties. Miami had 9 to Louisville 6. Right here. Total return yards. 24. Louisville had more. Total plays. Louisville had more. Yards per play. Miami had more. Turnovers. 4 turnovers. Time and possession. Louisville had more. So when you look at the stats, Louisville had better stats. But also, it was a combine of the offense didn't play well and the defense didn't play well. Icy, tell me your part.
So, Carson Beck went 25 for 35, 271 yards, 0. Yes, that's right. 0 touchdowns.
He threw for 0 touchdowns?
Yes, they're all rushing touchdowns.
Okay. So
Louisville, 23 for 37 on 37 attempts, 248 yards, 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions.
See, that's the big
for Louisville was playing smart about the whole entire game.
So I just think,
including having 1 touchdown.
I just think this is going to be a big reminder to all the teams out there. No matter how bad the team is, you still got to play lights out. You know what I mean? This was an unranked Louisville to a number 2 Miami, and then look at the game. You know what I mean?
Yes. Louisville is now ranked 19. Miami has dropped down to 9, going 5-1.
The big plays right here is the time of possession, the first downs, and the penalties and the turnovers. Those are the big plays. First down, Miami should have put way more. But then when you look on the Louisville, when you look at the Louisville side, they have 21, you know what I mean? So I just think that's a big difference of defense and offense mixed together. Louisville, you guys played lights out, and that's a big win for Louisville.
Okay.
Next up.
Next game,
we got
Tennessee and Alabama. Tennessee gets straight up embarrassed to Alabama.
Okay.
This game is just wild.
Tennessee, they didn't get embarrassed that bad. It was only 37-20. I mean, that wasn't that bad, but
still, Tennessee was ranked way higher.
Mhm.
I still think it should have been a closer of a game.
Yeah.
It'd be different. Tennessee isn't ranked. They're still a good team. They lose by
Mhm.
that much. That's reasonable. But
Yep.
Alabama just straight up scolded them in this game.
I mean, when you look at it, they had the same turnover plays, yards per play. Alabama had more total. Yeah, like Alabama penalties. Tennessee had 10 penalties. That like penalties, guys. That will hurt you guys the most. Time of possession. Alabama had more. First downs. Tennessee had more. So like, I don't understand how Tennessee had more yards and passing yards, rushing yards. They had more yards than Alabama, and
Yeah,
first downs.
Just they didn't play terrible.
No.
It's just there wasn't enough
It was
to
a.
capitalize.
I would say this. It was a great game for a top 10 matchup. I love games like that. When it's a tight game, it comes down to the fourth quarter, and basically Alabama pulled away. But you never know. They might verse each other again in the playoffs. You know what I mean? You never know.
Yes, you never
So,
know. Okay. Next topic. Texas barely wins against Kentucky. We don't need to go over too much on that game.
I do want to
Texas
say.
should have won by more.
I do want to say this. Kentucky pulled. I was not expecting that. Okay, Kentucky played amazing defense. I personally thought they should go in for the field goal, but I'm not a coach. He might have picked the right play because if he scored, they won. You know what I mean? So
Yes.
it was an iffy game. They played lights out. Both teams played great. And that's a big win for Texas. They needed that win. Next up, I want to talk about this game. The LSU Vandy game.
Oh my gosh. This game just crazy. This had to be one of the best games I think I've ever watched. I only watched the second half, but the second half I could just tell it was a good game before that too.
This was a crazy game. Like, let's see. Penalties. This is where a lot of teams get hurt. Penalties. LSU had 7. But it was a great game. It was a great game. Somehow, Vanderbilt is beating crazy teams. Like last year, they beat Alabama. This year, it was very close, I think. But like, somehow, Vanderbilt is finding a way to beat these big teams in big situations.
Garrett Nussmeier, 19 for 28, 225 yards, 2 touchdowns. Played lights out this game.
Yep.
0 interceptions. It's just Vandy pulled away on offense.
Total turnovers. Guess how many each team had?
How many?
0. That's a good game right there. 0 turnovers. That's how you play ball right there. That's how you play ball.
It's really this game was really just an offensive game here.
It was an
Both
offensive
teams
game.
played lights out. 31-24, 1-score game. Vanderbilt's looking nice this year.
Yeah. Vandy's looking dangerous. I will say that.
Okay, let's talk about the Ohio State-Wisconsin game. We were expecting this big of a blowout.
Before that, I want to look at the rankings. Guess who's number 2? The Indiana Hoosiers. They are looking deadly this year. That last week they beat Oregon. Right now they're number 2. Texas A&M, Indiana, and Ohio State are the only ones without a loss. This season, I thought the main teams were going to be Bama, Georgia, and like Ohio State. Miami was looking deadly. But like, this is like, I can't believe the Indiana Hoosiers are looking this good right now.
Here's what I'm going to say about Indiana. Last year, I thought they were very overrated. They went on a 1-loss game against Ohio State, but then they lost first round in the playoffs to Notre Dame. Yes, it was a well-fought game, but still, I thought they were overrated. They lost 2 games to 2 ranked teams. I don't think they have it. But this year,
they're looking deadly. They are looking deadly this year, bro. And like last year, yes, they didn't beat a ranked team, but this year they beat number what rank was Oregon at that time? Like number 7 Oregon. Like they are looking deadly this season. Same thing with Texas A&M. All right, shoot, Icy. What was you gonna say about the Ohio State wide receivers? Oh yeah. By the way, guys, me and Icy really want to talk about the wide receivers because this is people are talking about if Carnell Tate is the number 1 wide receiver or the number 2 wide receiver, and Icy says he has some good good advice on this. So Icy, shoot.
Okay, we're sorry about that.
Sorry about that, guys.
Viewers and stuff. Okay, so Georgia, Ole Miss. Georgia pick up the win 43-35. High scoring game.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else you got on that?
Georgia and Ole Miss. Let me go to that game. What a great game. Game stats. Turnovers, 0. Penalties, a very low penalty game. First down. Georgia had 34 first downs and 510 total yards. That was the game changer right there.
Yes.
In time of possession,
Georgia just barely outplayed Ole Miss. Mm-hmm. That's literally all it came down to. Just that little bit of extra.
It came down to 3 things. It came down to 3 things: time of possession, first downs, and total yards. It came literally down to that.
All right. Anything else you got on that before we wrap that topic?
No,
up?
I think we covered the Georgia Bulldogs pretty good. They played an excellent game. The execution of that game was very well by the coaches.
Okay, here's something huge that I want to talk about. Arizona State
and Texas Tech.
Whoa! Tech.
Whoa! Wow, that game
crazy.
Arizona State was looking deadly last year. Are they looking deadly again this year? I don't know.
It's looking like it. They lost Cam Scatterboo, but that really didn't change anything.
That didn't hurt them. Like that, it hurt them.
Texas Tech walks into Arizona State thinking it's going to be a cakewalk. Mm-hmm. Arizona State shows them what's up. Yep. I really thought Texas Tech would be a national championship contender this year.
Yeah.
And they lose here. I think they still are.
Yeah.
Tough loss, but 100%. We'll have to see what they do next week.
Yeah. Like, one loss doesn't hurt them that much, you know what I mean? But, just like, when you look back last year, Notre Dame lost to, NIU. That didn't hurt them. They still went to the national championship. Ohio State lost to Michigan. That didn't hurt them. That lit a fire underneath them. They're national championships, you know what I mean? So, these teams can lose them, and then they turn it on and say, we're not going to lose another game. We'll come out, and we'll prove all the haters wrong. And I think Texas Tech is going to do that. But
okay, quickly, I want to talk about Cincinnati moves up to 21, and they beat Oklahoma State 49-17. I haven't seen Cincinnati this good in a long time.
I didn't see Cincinnati this good since 2019 when they had, I think it was 2019 or 2020. It was 2019 and 2020. That's I think the last time I saw them this deadly.
Missouri takes down Auburn 23-17. Notre Dame picks up the win against USC. I think that was pretty much expected.
Yeah.
Yeah. South Florida is ranked 18.
Virginia beat number 16. Virginia only beat Washington State by 2. That was
yes.
Oregon beat up the Rutgers.
Something I do want to cover real quickly. Ohio State takes down Wisconsin, all expected. But Carnell Tate falls out this game.
That guy.
Crazy catch into double coverage. Helmet gets ripped off. Another crazy sideline catch. Crazy route running. A big debate is this week. Can Carnell Tate capitalize? And will Carnell Tate eventually be wide receiver 1 by the end of the season?
Okay. I want to say this. Last year, Emeka Egbuka was the number 1 wide receiver, and Jeremiah Smith was getting a lot of stuff saying he was the number 1 wide receiver. But if you looked at it, Emeka Egbuka was getting double and triple coverage by kids, so it left Jeremiah Smith wide open. That's what's happening again this year. I guess teams haven't learned. If you double and triple coverage one guy, another guy is going to break open, you know what I mean?
especially when you're at wide receiver university.
Yep. Yeah.
Ohio State, there's gonna be like 3 wide receivers
Yeah.
on each side, and you can't just double coverage all of them.
Yeah. Like
Because then they'll just capitalize on the rushing game.
2019
They got
LSU.
good running back room
Like
as well.
29 LSU, you couldn't guard Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson at the same time. That's just not
One
possible.
of them is always open.
Yeah.
One of them
And
is
I
always
think-
open.
I
You
think-
can't do both.
I think that's what Wisconsin thought. They thought that they could guard, if they guard Jeremiah Smith, they had a chance. But then you left Cornell Tate wide open for the touchdowns, and Cornell Tate will answer. He proved himself in Texas game. He's proven himself worthy every single time, and I think he's going to be great. But do I think he's the number 1 wide receiver? I think he's the number 2 wide receiver, and I think him and Jeremiah Smith, you can't call one of them number 1 wide receiver, you know what I mean? You just can't call him one. Because right now Jeremiah Smith is putting the pressure off Cornell Tate, but then Cornell Tate is showing up against Texas and Wisconsin and all these other teams, you know what I mean?
Yes.
So, like, you
definitely.
can't say that. And Julian is saying he's putting up a show right now.
Another thing I want to talk about, the quarterback room. Julian saying, quarterback 1. The rest of the quarterbacks are star players. You can't, if Sayan gets injured for a couple of games, then you got the backup Kinzel, and then you got St. Clair at QB3. All these guys are elite, so you can't just count out one of them.
Do you know what this season is reminding me of? 2019. Ohio State is looking like LSU right now. They're looking deadly. They got great wide receivers. They got a great QB. They got good run game. They got unstoppable end zone, red zone coverage. Like right now, Ohio State is looking deadly.
That's another thing I want to talk about.
Oregon is
So,
looking deadly.
this season, Ohio State has let up 1 red zone touchdown, and that was against Illinois last week. 1 red zone touchdown. That's the key thing. And people who were saying last year, that's some of the best defense Ohio State has ever had. Probably the best. Then this year you walk in, you got Arvell Reese at linebacker and Sonny Styles. You can't beat that.
Yeah.
You really can't.
And
They're
then,
both star players.
And then, when you, no team is safe right now. Ohio State's not safe. LSU wasn't safe. Georgia's not safe. Alabama's not safe. No team is safe right now.
There's way too many contenders to just
Notre
say this team's
Dame
gonna
is
go
a
undefeated
contender.
this year.
Notre Dame, Tennessee, Alabama, Missouri, Cincinnati, Texas,
Really, it just
Virginia.
all it comes down to is one mistakenly coached game or mistakenly played game, and that could cost you the playoffs.
Yeah, because
Or it
you
could
guys are
keep
probably
you in
saying,
because other teams will lose as well.
yeah, you guys are probably saying Ohio State's gonna win it all. One mistake. I'm just writing down a couple notes.
Okay, another thing I want to talk about. Penn State loses 24-25 versus Iowa. That is their, I think, 4th loss in a row.
You said Penn State.
Yes, Penn State.
Penn
I'm
State.
pretty sure that's their 4th loss in a row.
Yeah, 4
It
loss.
started off with Oregon. Okay, that's a tough loss.
Yeah,
Move
yeah,
on.
I understand
Then
that
it
loss.
Then it comes to Northwestern. I mean, it went USCLA first, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, USC.
They
Yeah.
walk in there, lose. I mean, it's okay. It's an upset. Stuff like
But-
that happens. Then
Yep.
you lose to Oregon. And it's like, okay, another loss. Oregon's pretty good. Then you lose to Northwestern. That can't be happening. Then you walk into Iowa and lose it to them too. Another big note I want to say about that, these are all Big Ten teams. All divisional teams.
Yeah.
That
I'm gonna
just
say this. I'm gonna
is
say
crazy
this.
to me.
I'm gonna say this. Penn State lost to Oregon first. Not a big deal. Great game. Okay. You walk into a 0-4 UCLA and you lose. Just unacceptable. Unacceptable. Then you walk into a unranked Northwestern and you lose that game too. Your coach just got fired and your best player, and your QB got injured. And you walk into Iowa and lose against Iowa by 1 point. Penn State got to pick it up.
Next week, Penn State is at Ohio State. I think
Okay.
Ohio State's going to be a cakewalk. Here's the thing, though. We've seen this with Texas Tech and Arizona
Yep.
State as well. The same thing can happen.
Yeah.
Arizona State can Penn State can walk into Ohio State, and they can just play lights out. Penn State fired James Franklin last week,
Yep.
still lost this week. But you never know what's going to
Mhm.
happen. That their new coach can just be getting warmed up.
Yeah.
Stuff like that happens all the time.
And the worst teams like NIU beat Notre Dame last year. That should have been a cakewalk for the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, and it was not. They lost. So no team in the top 25 right now is safe. I'm sorry to say that, but like 2019, LSU, they were safe, and you knew they was gonna win. You know what I mean? But right now, no team is safe. I'm just gonna say that.
Something else I want to cover: Michigan is at 25 now after beating Washington 7-24. I think Michigan's going to come back in this. I think they still have a chance at the playoffs.
Oh,
So we're
Michigan,
gonna have to see how that works.
Michigan. This is the first year they're looking deadly. Since this is the first year in 2 years with JJ McCarthy that they're looking deadly. Like I think with their new QB and stuff, they're looking deadly.
Okay, next week, Ole Miss takes on Oklahoma. I think that Oklahoma will win this one because I think Ole Miss is coming off the tough loss to Georgia, and they're walking into Oklahoma, very, very tough environment.
Yes, that's a very
So
tough
I
environment.
think Oklahoma will play a little bit better than them after that tough loss against Ole
Okay,
Miss. What do you
we've
think about that?
seen this before. UCLA plays number 2 Indiana. We've seen this with Penn State. Indiana gotta walk into that game ready to play as hard and as fierce as possible. We've seen this with Penn State. Indiana should learn from the Penn State mistake, and they should come in here and work and work. They should not stop fighting until there's 1 second left on the clock with the fourth quarter done game. That's when they should stop fighting. You know what I mean?
All right. Another game, Illinois and Washington. I think Washington's going to win this one.
Okay.
I don't believe in Illinois. I do not believe in Illinois this year.
I
They
believe.
lost to Ohio State last week, and I just think Washington's looking really good with their running back, too. Their defense, they have a mediocre defense, but I think that's enough to stop Illinois' offense.
Okay. Missouri and Vanderbilt. Who? I don't know.
That's their only loss, but they beat LSU. I'm pretty sure they beat Clemson, and I think they're just going to come in here and think this game's going to be easy. I think Missouri is going to come out fierce, come out strong, and pick up the W.
I think so. Right now, I'm looking at the win probability. It says Vandy has a 57% chance of winning, and that's just on stats itself. I'm looking in. Who do you think has the best chance? Number 15, Missouri. Number 10, Vanderbilt. I think Missouri's going to come in here, and I think they're going to fight. I think Vandy's only going to fight for two quarters, and they're going to be like, oh, we're going to win this. And then Missouri is going to fight into the fourth quarter, and then they're going to pull off the win in the fourth quarter.
Okay. Michigan and Michigan State. The rivalry of Michigan. I think Michigan's going to win this one by about 2 possessions. But I think Michigan State is going to put up a fight against Michigan. Because Michigan State is home, and I think they'll have a little bit of an upper hand, but I don't think they'll pick up the win.
No.
But they still should be able to put up a good fight against Michigan.
I agree. I totally agree. I think Michigan is going to pick up this win. Texas A&M and LSU. I want to say Texas A&M is going to win. They're looking great this season, and LSU just got off a loss from Vanderbilt, so I think they're going to be still shooken up from that. I think Texas A&M is going to pull off the win from there. Tennessee, Kentucky. I think
this is a game that's being underlooked right now. I think Kentucky's going to take down Tennessee. I think Tennessee's looking a little down right now.
They put up a good game against Kentucky. Tennessee just came off a loss from Alabama, 37-20. And I think Tennessee's still going to be thinking about that. They will come in here thinking that this is going to be a good refresh week. Like Texas came in after they lost to Ohio State and they kept on losing. I think that's what Tennessee's going to do. They've just lost to a top 10 matchup, and then they're going to go up against Kentucky, and I think Kentucky's going to win, pull off the win.
Okay. I think that's all the topics we have to cover. This will be a weekly series. We're going to do this with NFL. We should have another video out tomorrow with the NFL.
Yep.
And we'll talk about that. like and subscribe for more content,
Yep.
and we will be continuing this series. I know
Yep.
it's brand new. We're gonna continue it to the end of the season, and we might do talk about MLB in the playoffs, but we'll have to
Oh,
see
yeah.
about that.
Yeah.
So
So just make sure you
make
guys
sure you guys
like and subscribe.
All right, we'll see you guys in the next
Yep.
one.
Hasta la vista, amigos.